Commence primary ignition.
Hey there friends, fans, and collectors. Welcome to another episode of Binary Sunset Review. Today we are taking a look at the Gaming Greats Vintage Collection ARC Trooper. Now this is the big bad toy store exclusive. Really excited to take a look at this guy. Let's get going.
Clankers! All batteries return fire.
Before I begin, I want to remind everyone to hit the subscribe button below. That way you'll stay on the forefront of the best Star Wars news and reviews as soon as I make them. Here we have a close-up of the front packaging. We are flanked by the other ARC Troopers that we've received in this last year or so. Now this is the same design as I've said before, just repainted and redecoed. Fabulously easy for them to do, wonderfully accepted by fans. But here we go, taking a look at the front. We have some great, amazing cover art there that's directly from the Battlefront 2 game. That's Kamino in the background, which is one of the best levels that there is in that game. And actually canonically story true too, because originally in the comic books, the Dark Horse comic books, the ARC Troopers were in the defense of Kamino used as like a last resort. So fabulous to see that on this card back. We have the Kenner logo in the bottom, the Battlefront 2 logo first seen on the Vintage Collection there in the silver piping. We have the ARC Trooper, and underneath it says Star Wars Battlefront 2. This red ARC Trooper design with the helmet painted that way is a big bad toy store exclusive. Now that's exciting, and it's really cool to see. It doesn't say that anywhere in the card back. He's just specified as Star Wars Battlefront 2 ARC Trooper. But neat to see that in the pillbox there. The Star Wars logo, and just looking fabulous. I did mention that the card back is a little bit stronger than we've previously seen. It's great to see. Let's have a flip of this. On the back here, we can see the rest of the figures in the wave. We have our ARC Trooper there in the middle left. Next to him, we have Shae Vizsla, who is eagerly anticipated. Now that's a repack and a reprint also. We have Lando Calrissian, which is a new figure in his Battlefront 2 design and costume. And then we have a second ARC Trooper that is labeled Lambent Seeker. Now this was the title that was given to that ARC Trooper as a paint design in the game. Really exciting to see this wave. We also have the Gaming Greats logo here right next to it. We have some flavor text that goes along with this. I love it. It says, celebrate iconic moments from a galaxy far away with figures inspired by Star Wars video games. Plain and simple, but great that they're adding flavor text again. We have the number up in the right-hand corner. This is VC235. Man, we are really ticking off those numbers. It's fabulous to see. The rest is legalese except for the Hasbro logo in the bottom and the Disney logo on the very bottom there also. But let's free him from his bubble. First impressions of our big bad toy store ARC Trooper out of the box are how fun his paint and deco is. This is one of the 3 different ARC Trooper designs that we're going to be getting this summer. We ordered them a bit ago. They are all redecos of the ARC Trooper 3-pack that we saw a few years ago. And it is just so fun to see so many different variations of clones now, because there's just so much depth in the army, and this really does add to it. It's also fabulous to see the Battlefront 2 game and the card back of Kamino there. I know we did card back previously, but man, it's looking so nice there, and just really great way to honor this figure and this character. We have his little DC-17 tiny candy pistols there, as well as the entire arsenal that comes with the Grand Republic. So that's the DC-15A and 15S carbine. He has the red down the sides. He has the checkered red down his comma. He's got red on his boots there. He also has a red stripe down his arms to match the pauldron red. We have some really great unique helmet design here. Now this is just a great symbol. I'm not 100% sure where the symbol's from. I know it's from Battlefront 2, which is where this trooper is paying homage to, but I would assume it's Kamino. It would be awesome if it were Kamino, because that would be really canonical and nice for this trooper. Alright, let's talk the accessories that come with this ARC Trooper here. Now, as with most ARC Troopers, and I love this about them, they come with a full arsenal of the Grand Army of the Republic. That is the DC-15A heavy rifle, the 2 DC-17 little goofy pistols, and then the DC-15S carbine rifle. We also get the removable pauldron, which has extra ammo bits and a little backpack on it that's all attached. We have his removable helmet, which looks fabulous. These all fit very nicely either on his person or in his hands too. My only qualm moving forward with this, and I always have to mention it with these ARC Troopers, is that we are now canonizing this cartoon DC-17 pistol. Now this is the pistol that was seen throughout the Clone Wars, and it completely varies from the pistols that the ARC Troopers used to hold in original Legacy, and just Star Wars gun Legacy entirely. Now, they're boxish, they're goofy-ish, they're tiny. It doesn't really make sense, but I wish we brought back the original Saga pistol designs, because they really were very Star Warsy, very believable, and they really did match the future Scout Trooper little foot boot pistol. Really neat evolution of Republic to Empire technology. Alright, so we get some articulation for our ARC Trooper here. Now, we really have been getting some great articulation for these clones. They really have been solving the problem of the pauldrons, having them be more built into the arms so they can T-visor up like this. So really do have some great arm articulation. It can go all the way up. We have elbow joints as well. We have wrist joints also. Really miraculous. We have a really nice head joint that is well distanced and well separated, that also lets him reflect a little bit emotion even when he's got the helmet on, with or without. Moving on down, we have some neat hip articulation that lets us really move to the side, really display some weight, really move with these figures. We have thigh joints, leg joints, knee joints, and rocker ankles. So fabulous to see finally, but we really can have these guys taking some really, really wonderful poses with some deep, deep, deep leg bends and articulation. Now, the one thing that does get in the way with, and I don't really have any qualms about it, but the one thing that does get in the way with this figure's articulation is his rubber comma. Now, these are the cloth little holster holders that don't really make sense, that hold on to his belt here. It's the symbol of an ARC Trooper that they've been trained by a Mandalorian, at least back in Legend. And they used to be, at some point, we actually had a great example of it with our last ARC Trooper in the Walmart design, where they were cloth. This design of the ARC Trooper does have a rubber comma, which does limit the articulation a little bit. We have this interesting little cutout in the back here. I don't remember if that's the same with the others and their comma, but this is a little bit better, but still lacking with some of the leg articulation and knee bends we can take.
Pros and cons of this figure. It is really, really great that these online exclusives are more accessible, I believe, to other collectors, the online communities, and their accessibility is also better than some of the exclusive providers that we've seen like Target and Walmart. So I think it's fabulous that they're using different designs of this amazing, amazing ARC Trooper, because there is so much different variety in the Clone Wars, so much different variety in the Grand Army of the Republic, and it really, really offers tons of options for collectors and the Vintage Collection to do some really, really easy redeco and repaints that are fabulous nods and fan service to us. So this is a brilliant design. There are 3 other colors of this exact design coming out being shipped with this guy. The other is in this wave. It's the ARC Trooper, the Lambent Seeker, so that was also seen in Battlefront 2. It was the green shaded guy. So I'll be doing a review of him when he arrives also. And then we have the Umbara Sector, which is also coming this way soon. And these are all being shipped or processing shortly. He's just the first to arrive. But it's a brilliant example of how you can really, really get some depth in these clone troopers with some very, very simple redeco designs that are fabulous looking and really, really embraced by collectors. Another pro I would have to say is this is a different card back than we've normally seen. Now, we all know the card backs that we normally see are, classic cardboard. This isn't anything different, but I will have to say it is thicker. It is a much thicker, much better designed card back. I hope this is what we're going to be seeing moving forward, having the increased price and the $16 for these guys and pretty much $14 for the base price of the figures. So hopefully for the extra $1 or $2 that they're charging us, it's for these nice reinforced card backs, because I will say this is brilliant. And as a collector that likes to save the card backs afterwards, just a really, really good nod to the collectors who have been calling for this for a while, and a really, really easy change to make some really, really amazing enhances to the product. Cons. The only con I can really think of is very, very subjective for me, and it has to do with the pistol design they chose to move forward for these figures. I would certainly recommend this figure for anyone who's a fan of the clones, and certainly for anyone who remembers playing the Battlefront 2 games. It's a great homage and an excellent figure to add to any collection. Thanks for watching another episode of Binary Sunset Review. As always, I've been Mike. Your likes and your views are always greatly appreciated. Let me know what you think of this figure down in the comments below if you got your hands on him, what you think of this repaint and redeco. I hope you're enjoying your summer. I hope you're getting some sun, spending some time on yourself. Have a great day out there. Stay safe, stay sane, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.